Olive oil and coconut oil are not generally considered seed oils because they're made from flesh. They still contain phytosterols. So this study looked at the impact of these three fats and found that both coconut and olive oil resulted in a drop in LDL levels, in my opinion, likely due to their phytosterol content. And this despite the coconut oil being used in the study being 94% saturated fat, a clear repudiation of the claim that saturated fat increases LDL. Now, one of the major reasons seed oils contribute to atherosclerosis is that their polyunsaturated chemical structure contains unstable bonds which are prone to oxidation. Basically, all the seed and vegetable oils you see in stores are oxidized. Fish oil too. This study found that oxidation of walnut oil occurs within days of it being produced. And when oxidized oil is consumed, oxidation products are absorbed and enter the body. The more oxidized the oil, the higher the level of blood oxidation products. The story for blood oxidation products becomes even more interesting in subjects with poor blood sugar. The two left columns here represent subjects with normal blood glucose levels, and the right column those with poorly controlled diabetes. You can see that the blood oxidation product level is much higher after consuming oxidized oil in the poorly controlled diabetics. Furthermore, the oxidation products persisted for 3 days in the diabetic subjects, while being cleared in 8 hours in the non-diabetic subjects. So what, you might ask, is the problem with oxidation products in the blood? The answer is atherosclerosis, as in oxidation stress in the blood causes clotting or thrombosis, which, as you now know, is the source of atherosclerotic plaques. In the words of this paper, oxidative stress is involved in all of the major processes involved in the development of thrombosis. So we're now starting to understand why atherosclerosis happens. So what is oxidation? It's basically an umbrella term that refers to a chemical reaction where an electron is ripped away from a molecule. And this is basically what rusting is. And because of this reactive tendency, oxidation products in the blood can activate clotting factors. Of course, seed oils are not the only source of blood oxidation products. Pollution is a major one. When we inhale pollutants, if they're small enough, they can pass through the blood vessels, coursing through and around our lungs, and enter our circulation. And this has been proven by research detecting pollutant particles within just 1 minute of inhalation. This is why smoking causes heart disease, as in the case of President Eisenhower, who was smoking 2 or 3 or more packs a day. Of course, some pollutants are worse than others. Remember leaded petrol, which used to fill the air with lead for us to inhale? Well, lead is a particularly potent contributor to oxidative stress. Lead atoms are just the right size to be inhaled and enter our circulation. And this study from 2018 concluded that 1 in 6 deaths, or 18% of the 2.3 million deaths occurring in the United States every year, was attributable to lead. A huge number. And remember, it all comes back to oxidation products in the blood.